Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So after Sergey Kovalev gets stopped in the 11th round by Canelo Alvarez, he says in this post-fight interview that he still surprisingly wants to unify the belts at the light heavyweight division. He said he believes that Canelo Alvarez is just fresher than the other champions at 175. But then he says something that really stood out. He was asked, why didn't he let his right hand go? Because he's known for throwing his right hand. Why didn't he let his right hand go? And he said he was instructed to not really let his right hand go too much by his trainer because he didn't want to get caught with any body shots. And he felt if he threw the right hand, he would leave himself open for body shots. Guys, that is an astonishing admission. Because that's like Deontay Wilder not letting his right hand go for 12 rounds in fear that someone may catch him with a particular shot. That statement further proves that Sergey Kovalev was a shot fighter. He was no longer the crusher anymore going into this fight. Not even going into the Anthony Yarde fight, because if you recall, he didn't let his right hand go in that fight either. In fact, Andre Ward, who called that fight, he pointed it out. He said Sergey Kovalev is no longer the crusher. He said, if you recall, when he fought against Anthony Yarde, he didn't even throw the right hand. And now we see the same thing in this Canelo Alvarez fight. So there's no doubt about it. Sergey Kovalev, he's pretty much done. He wants to continue to fight. But as I told you guys, Kovalev, he has no inside game. He can't fight on the inside. He's extremely weak to the body. And it was proven once again in the Canelo Alvarez fight. We kept hearing his trainers say that they're going to be ready for Canelo's attack to the body, and they're going to make Canelo pay whenever Canelo tries to go to the body, and we didn't see any of that. Whenever Canelo tried to go to the body, all Sergey Kovalev did was just tie him up. Whenever Canelo got close to Kovalev, all he did was tie him up. Kovalev's entire game plan was to just outbox Canelo with his jab. That's all he wanted to do, was just keep him at a distance and jab him to death. And once Canelo gets close to him, tie him up. That was the whole game plan. And I told you guys before this fight, I said the question is going to be, how long can Kovalev keep Canelo off of him with the jab? And we found out he was able to do it for 10 rounds. So maybe it's a good idea for Sergey Kovalev to go ahead and hang up the gloves. I mean, he just made $12 million getting stopped by Canelo Alvarez, but we'll see what he does. Maybe he will be more competitive with the light heavyweights in his division. After all, look what he did with Alvarez and Anthony Yarde. We'll see what happens in the future. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.